StreamYard, the People's Channel.
Greetings football from Yard Massive and crew as we look to the preview of Jamaica's first match of the Concacaf U17 tournament against Caribbean neighbours Cuba. The boys have had a rather eventful last few days travelling to Guatemala City, as the Jamaica Football Federation had their usual missteps with completing travel logistics. Despite arriving to the tournament later than planned, the Reggae youths and the coaching staff will have to focus solely on their match scheduled for Sunday at 5 p.m. Jamaica time at the National Stadium in Guatemala City. If the coaching staff uses the system that they've been using for the past few practice games, the team is likely to line up in a 3-4-3 formation. Given the compressed preparation period, it's possible the coaching staff may go with something else instead. As for the lineup, most of the starters seem settled, but a couple positions seem subject to change. With the scheduling requiring players to compete in 3 games with a 1-day break in between each one, the coaching staff will likely have to rotate players and make substitutions much earlier and more often than they otherwise would. Preservation is very important, especially if the team qualifies for the knockout round. So far, Mount Pleasant Academy's Twain Lynch appears to be the starter in goal, although the coaching staff have indicated that they have complete confidence in Joshua Grant as well. Barring injury, team captain Ahir Dixon will lead the back line. Stats defender Alex Xavier Gooden and Cavaliers Adrian Reed Jr. are the leading candidates for the other 2 positions. Malik Robinson and Everald Swaby, twin towers from Garvin Maceo, are other options available in central defence. The right wing-back is likely to be FC Dallas's Malachi Molina, with Clarendon College's Nashawn Bolt-Barrett on the left. Cavaliers' Ronaldo Barrett and South Florida's Jordan Mangatal have been the leading candidates in the centre of the park. The powerful Adrian Mahoney from Toronto FC has also been impressive in that position and is a viable alternative. Dunstan Cohen from Vere United and Jamani Bell from Phoenix Academy could be the options on the left and right flank respectively. Dylan John from Phoenix Academy and Atlanta's Ashton Gordon, who reportedly had a minor injury heading into the tournament, are other creative options on the flank. The spot at striker is between Richmond United's tall striker Nicholas Simmons and Harborview's Rain Kirky-Watson. The Cuban team has been preparing for a much longer stretch than the Reggae youths, including a number of friendlies against Central American opposition. In their preparation matches, the Cubans have lined up in a 4-3-3 formation. The Cuban attacking 3 look very dangerous when they get near to the box and are able to create problems if given space to operate. The number 10, Didier Reynoso, has a dangerous left foot. Winger Hanoi Sosa has a good change of pace, and Diego Vento is a dangerous finisher in the 18-yard box. Defensively, they play compact and rely heavily on their 2 central midfielders to form a barrier in front of the defense. The central midfielders and backline seem susceptible to pace and turn over the ball with above average frequency when high pressed. The goalkeeper looked positionally sound, but did cough up the football on a couple occasions where he should have done better. One item to keep an eye on, if the Jamaican coaching staff decides to stay with the 3-4-3 formation, is a numerical battle in the centre of the park. Jamaica's candidates in the central midfield cover a lot of ground, but may be outnumbered in the centre of the park by the 3-man Cuban midfield. Rotation from another area of the pitch will be required to make sure we don't have 2 central players running for the majority of the match, trying to cover 3 players. On the other hand, if played correctly, Jamaica needs to take advantage of the numbers on the flank, where the Cubans tend to be suspect, especially in transition. If the Jamaican players can execute their passing in the final third at pace, they should give the Cubans a lot of problems. The coaching staff are likely working very hard leading up to the game as the kickoff time approaches. Now is the time to simplify things for the players and have them in the right state of mind. Hopefully, the administrative matters are no longer an impediment, and the Reggae youths enter the first game with a clear mind. Respect as always. Linkage next time.